Thursday, October 17th, 2019.
Live from the Riel Arts and Technology Center, it's The Connection.
Welcome to another episode of The Connection. I'm Zolan Bonnie.
And I'm Evan James. In the last 2 weeks, students from the Broadcast and Media program here at ATC have been going around the Riel School Division collecting news stories. We
start off first with a Region Assembly presentation.
Students at École Saint-Germain were given a presentation about the importance of recycling. The presentation touched on proper recycling and reusing, as well as what not to recycle. Here's reporter Andrew Zolandic with more on the story.
On Tuesday, October 8th, the Enviro Club at École Saint-Germain were given a presentation by Chief Operating Officer of Regen Composites, Michelle Gowder. Her presentation is about proper recycling techniques and how they reuse plastics by turning them into other materials, including countertops and benches. Gowder talks about the message she wanted to communicate and why she feels it is an important message to share to young people.
The message I was communicating was that there's hope. That plastic waste is a problem, but there are companies out there like ourselves who are actually trying to actively recycle it and make new products out of it that can be recycled again. I don't want anybody feeling like we're doomed. We've got a lot of hope, and there's a lot of brilliant people out there who are capable of doing great things. They just need to know they can.
Music teacher and Enviro Club leader Jennifer Engbrecht felt it was a great opportunity for the students to listen to Gowder's message. The Environment Club has been implementing many environmentally friendly practices into their school, such as collecting plastic bags to recycle. Engbrecht talks about why it was important for her to organize this presentation.
So we've been part of Bag Up Manitoba for several years now, and I think it's really important for the young students that are part of this school, it's a K-5 school, to see where do all of these products end up, all of the bags that they've been bringing in and all of the plastic overwrap, etc. So they can see that what they're doing actually has an effect on the environment that is positive.
Student May Sam Horiot has big hopes for the future of the environment. He believes that actions must be taken right now to limit the potential damage to our planet, and it starts with young people like him. Horiot says why students are currently very active in saving the environment.
It's up to us to do it because our ancestors' mistakes, yes, it harmed the earth, but we have to correct, and we have the burden on our shoulders.
Students in the Environmental Club at École Saint-Germain were given a message of hope and urgency regarding today's state of the environmental crisis. And these students will continue to do whatever they can to make a positive impact in the community on the environment. For The Connection, I'm Andrew Zalanda.
With the federal election less than a week away, voting buzz is everywhere, even at a local school. One grade 6 class at École Henry Bergeron got a special presentation from Elections Manitoba, followed by a mock election. The students were organized into parties, candidates gave speeches, and students voted using a realistic voting setup. In an effort to get more young people voting seriously as soon as they turn 18, Elections Canada has partnered with schools to get students who can't vote interested in politics. A presenter talked about the 3 levels of government and their functions before instructing the students on how to properly vote. Some students were picked to be poll clerks, registration officers, and candidates. The candidates then gave a speech about why they should be awarded $20,000 to improve their school. Votes were counted and a winner was chosen, but all the students came away with valuable knowledge. Marlène Desaulniers-Bernard from Elections Manitoba said it's important for students to get
The purpose
involved.
of this presentation is to encourage young people to want to vote. It's been shown in a lot of stats that the younger generation, so the millennials, people around my age, are not really voting. It's been shown that millennials could even take the vote if everyone did vote. So I really do want to encourage the younger population to want to vote once they are 18. It's important that the government represent all of Canada, not just one population.
This week, Nelson McIntyre had their Week Without Walls program. Students got to dive into their interests and get out of class to get hands-on experiences doing what they love, whether it's in technology, environment, or health-related activities. On October 15th, Nelson McIntyre began their Weeks Without Walls event. 3 times in a year, classes are canceled and students choose from a menu of activities to do over the course of the week. Many of the classes went on field trips outside of the school. The foods class went to the tallgrass prairie to learn where our food comes from. Those who were interested in animals went to the Sage Hill stables to learn how to groom horses. The health class listened to a presentation from a University of Manitoba student about what it's like to be an athletic therapist. The school also had a robotics class where students practiced their coding skills. The activity required creative brainstorming and precision to help debug codes in the computer. Teacher Greg Spicer spoke about the robotics class.
We're learning with Lego Mindstorm products. So they're physically building the Legos to make these bots, and then they're learning how to code them. And by the end of the week, we'll be culminating that they'll have the code to compete in a sumo wrestling.
A new program has launched at Niagara Place School. Students and teachers part of this program prepare a hot lunch for the school. Every day, a new meal is prepared for students to order for lunch. On Friday, October 4th, students from Niagara Place School were able to order fresh, homemade cheese quesadillas for lunch. The Hot Lunch program has a cookbook with different recipes to make every day. Vice Principal Cindy Ediger explains how the program is beneficial to the students.
The purpose of the Hot Lunch is it's a learning opportunity for many of our students who are integrating their curricular outcomes into a really practical, meaningful way. Whole variety of math, life skills, some ELA that's going on, lots of communication skills that are practiced, and a real sense of belonging.
The Riel School Division has kicked off its Powwow Club once again this year. The powwows run from 5:30 to 7 p.m. every second Thursday. Here's a list of the upcoming dates and locations. The first one was last night at Lavallee School, and the next one is on October 30th at Marion School. Everyone is welcome and no experience is required.
That's it for today's broadcast of The Connection, your #1 source for Riel School Division news.
You can check out our previous broadcasts of The Connection and other LRSD TV productions on our YouTube channel.
The next installment of The Connection will be on October 31st and will feature new content for you to enjoy.
If you have a news tip or a great idea for a story, don't hesitate to contact us. You can email us at lrsdtv@lrsd.net.
Don't forget, you can also find us on social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, plus YouTube.
This has been it for The Connection. Thank you for watching.
Have a great day.